Yo, 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 what's up,
I'm deep in the lagoon, I shine brightly like a moon. Y'all lames will squirt just like a room. Some of us civilized in the womb. I am fire as in torch, teaching information like a course. Jedi Knight in my blood, don't even have to stand beside me to feel the force.
What's up, what's up?
13
all the way. 999 all the way, 1 through 9. Because the 13 is the 4, it's the actual, like, 1 is the actual galactic life force of the binary code of 1 within the womb of the mother. And it creates 3 of you, which is mother, father, and child. And that's infinite, which is 4. Which, like our pyramids, they have 4 corners in order to erect it up to that pinnacle top. But, like, anyway, let's start off with the Moorish American pearl. Eli, the father of the universe, the father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Eli is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Ameen. How you vibing right? I'm going to get to that too, like with your tones and the tuning fork of your body. But like anyway, I want to get to Graven Images. Because I see a whole lot of people like putting pictures of idols and pictures on themselves or like that as tattoos and as graven images. Because like we got tattoos when we was unaware, but at the same time, like if you want to put no celebrity or like that, you like picture on yourself and you just did it as the expression of your internal self, then ask for forgiveness and you will be forgave. Because we won't supposed to put no marks into our skin for idols. It didn't say never put marks in your skin, but it said never put marks in your skin for idols. So if you're doing it like that based on like you saying other people doing it and you doing it just because, oh shoot, like Wiz Khalifa got all these tattoos, so I'm going to do it, that's idol worshiping. And that's graven images, and that's when your internal soul going to decay based on like you looking outside yourself and worshiping like another being outside yourself instead of the spirit of the Most High that dwells within you, and in like your composition of yourself. That's made in flesh. But like anyway, like I want to get to the graven images because like this stuff is serious too. And you see, like I like in the back, like I took like some of my graven images off because like like when you like in a godly house or like if you're a true child of the Most High, if you put like a graven images or like paper, just like regular paper like this, regular paper like that. So like then you put that on a wall like as an idol or like that, and if it's in a godly house, that mean like eventually like the actual like the actual picture will fold within itself because they don't want it's condemning the world like that, like the actual like person the person that's on your wall or like that, and it's letting you know who is who based on like the pictures that you put on the wall. And it's going to let you know the truth about like the people that you put on the wall like that you think is your is your God or your false God, but they actually like false Christ or false whatever they want to call themselves. But like anyway, with the graven images, and say Exodus chapter 20 verse 4 through 6, you must not make yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on the earth or in the sea. So you only supposed to be putting no pictures on the wall. You see, like I put in this one like that as a representation of myself, but at the same time it say like idol worship. But you see, I ain't putting this like as like no idol because all this that's reflective on the wall or like that is actually like a reflection of myself. So that means like that's the real way of doing things. That's a reflection of like the sigil within, not just like you putting stuff on. On the wall like that. That's what it's like you trying to worship something outside of yourself or above God. And that ain't how you're supposed to do it. And it say like you must not bow down to them or worship them, because a whole lot of people like having altars or like they like and bowing down worshiping like different ancestors or like that. And we aren't supposed to be doing that because like the spirit force when these ancestors die is still like in the etheric realm, and we breathe the breath of life, and we getting all that information from like our ancestors in our past lives through the breath. Cause like what in Genesis it said like the Most High breathed in you. Like the breath of life and made you a living soul. So why you looking outside yourself? Because you lost value within yourself by listening to other people, and have you stop honoring the internal expression of how you express yourself and your uniqueness about yourself, and that's how you fall, because like you actually worshiping somebody and you actually mimicking like somebody else based on like they way and they life path, which you already have your individual and original self amongst yourself. Like in your life path, it's probably similar, but at the same time, it's certain tests and certain ways and certain people that have to come into your life to let you know about yourself. You know. Yeah, because you can learn through others, like that's wisdom, but at the same time, knowledge mixed with wisdom, which is experience, mixed with like the knowledge and what you attained and who you come in contact with. That's when you balance yourself, and that's when you become yourself, and that's when like you actually open different worlds within yourself, like as this world, like we call Earth. But anyway, it say like you must not bow down to worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God who would not tolerate your affection for any other gods. Because like, why you gonna worship somebody outside yourself that the Most High created? Most High created like in the image and not the likeness of you yourself. You know, like, so why you want to worship everything? Because like everybody that have like that's in this flesh world like that, and if you see them all like as above you or like that, you got the potential to do the same. You got the potential to be that same way or even higher, because like because you learn from their lessons, so you can master yourself even faster. And it say, I lay the sins of the parents upon their children. The entire family is affected. Your entire family gonna be affected if you yourself or like that doing that, because like you as your ancestor or like that. So like all your family and everything like that, your ancestors as well. So like that's like disrespecting them as well. So like that means the curse is gonna be upon all of them, based on you. That's why we is important, like as star seeds, indigo children, like with the indigo, and like what happened to my? Let me see. Yeah, just like this amethyst stone, like indigo color. You know, then the rose quartz. I just dug these up. She like out of the ground, like in the backyard. Or like this sacred place that I used to plant my feet and stuff like that at, and just get my nature on. Yep, and I digged it up because I feel because like we've been falsely told that we don't need like the elements of the earth. Like the elements of the earth or like that to actually magnetize ourselves and increase our magnetic energy. Because like all this is just water, crystallized water. That whole different memory in different forms, like when it's shaped within the earth. As a womb. So really, like the crystal is just symbolic to you. But if you like tap into these energies, well, like that, most people just want you to use like a crystal or like magnets or like that, like in no other elements of the earth. Elements of, like, but copper, and only copper or like that. But copper rust if you don't cultivate it. This don't rust, but you have to cleanse it daily. Just like everything, you have to keep on purifying yourself daily, like as 1 Thessalonians say. You have to purify yourself daily in order to renew yourself and renew your sin. Cleanse your sin so you can renew yourself, your internal self. But like, yeah, all of the graven images, well, like that, like if they in your household like that, they're gonna like fall down. They're gonna be folding amongst themselves. Just look at my past picture, well, like that, and I had like some pictures, well, like that, of some graven images, and they was folding amongst themselves. That means you like the person, or like the person, well, like that I had the graven image. That who it was a bad soul. But y'all gonna see. You know, all you gotta do is just have the eyes to see. In Exodus 34:14, do not worship any other god, for the Lord, whose name is a jealous God. It's Colossians 3 verse 5. Therefore consider the members of your earthly body as dead to immortality, impurity, passion, evil desires, and greed, which amounts to idolatry. Because your earthly body have been sacrificed or like that, because you reaching outside yourself for other people. Then like you actually like giving like some of your soul and your memory and your internal memory bank to other people, and that's what's crushing your soul, because you ain't cultivating your inner self, and that's the reason why like you look stressed out and you look dead, because like you ain't actually like using like your God-given gifts and actually like wanna learn more, wanna research, wanna expand your mind and keep on growing, and not just taking people's words for face value 100% without further research. That's idol worshiping. If you do that, that's an idol worshiper. If you taking somebody's words 100% without further research or without 100% truth, that's idol worshiping, and you're gonna perish, man. I ain't said that. Like Most High said that based on the scriptures. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 16 through 18. So that you do not act corruptly and make graven images for yourself in the form of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any animal that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged bird that flies in the sky, the likeness of anything that creeps on the ground, the likeness of any fish that's in the water below the earth. You know, you don't supposed to be making no graven images of these or like that and start worshiping. You see, like I said, like stuff behind me or like that, that's all like within myself. And that's why like I have everything or like that, because these are attributes within myself, not as far as like, oh, shoot, like I'm worshiping or like that. As far as like you saying with your with your internal eye, and that magnetize like the images that you see, they're reflected back into yourself as a holistic being, because you already know all these like within the earth came from you and came from God. In Leviticus 26:1, do not make idols or set up carved images. Most people make it stone. Like most people have like Iblis. She like the Temple of Baal. She like in New York. She like what else? She like Statue of Liberty. It's so many graven images like on all these courthouses like that. They have like little gargoyles on the top of like that graven images of who they worship, and that's why she like these everything is corrupted now. Based on most people like using and warping these things that they feel that they have value or they have like some certain significance. Well, like then you keep it. You keep it as a keepsake to you, and you idol worship it, and you actually like bow down to it, like, and you actually like look at these people or look at these things higher than yourself, and that's what condemns you. Psalms 97 verse 7. All who worship graven images are put to shame. Those who boast in idols. Those who boast, a whole lot of people boast in idols. I like that idol. She like will actually fight you and condemn you and hate you based on what they idols say to you. Let's say you're gonna be put to shame. That's a bad spirit. They say worship God in spirit and in truth. In John chapter 4, verse 23, verse 27. Yet a time is coming and has now come when the true worshipers will worship the Father in the spirit and in truth. For there are the kind of worshipers the Father seek. God is a spirit, and his worshipers must worship in the spirit and in truth. In truth, because the truth is the soul. Isaiah 42, verse 8. I am the Lord, that is my name. Already know Lord like goes back to Adonai, then Theos in Greek, then you can say like what I was talking about, like Eli or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, El Aliyu, which is one of the attributes of the 99 names of Allah. Check that out and start calling on these names, because these different attributes that bring you closer to God. I say I will not give my glory to anyone else, nor share my praises with carved idols. Revelations chapter 19 verse 10. Then I fell at the feet to worship him, but he said, don't worship me. I am a servant of God, just like you and your brothers and who testify upon the faith in Yahshua Christ, or Jesus Christ, better known as or as known as Jesus Christ to the majority of the world. But like say don't. So like this angel or like that said, don't worship him. So like if somebody telling you to worship him or look to them or like that and taking everything that they say as face value, that's how you know that they idol. That's a graven images in flesh, and they want you to worship them as they is your God, and that's when they're going to deceive the world. Even in Matthew 24, it said like there's going to be a whole lot of people, a whole lot of angels that appear as a whole lot of people that appear as an angel of light or like that, and just going to deceive many, and that's what's actually happening. It say worship only God, for the essence of prophecy is to give a clear witness. So it's a clear witness. It ain't no fault. It ain't no confusion. It ain't this. It ain't like you second guessing, thinking this right or like that. Or this person wrong or like that. It's a clear witness. Isaiah 44 verse 8 through 11. It say, do not tremble. Do not be afraid. Did I not proclaim this and foretell it a long time ago? You are my witness. Is there any God besides me? No. There is no other rock. I know not one. It say, all who make idols are nothing, and the things they treasure are worthless. It say, those who will speak up for them are blind. They are ignorant to their own shame. Who shapes a god and cast an idol. Who shapes a god and worship them and cast an idol, which can profit nothing. That's why you like y'all suffering now, or like y'all stressed out now, or like y'all don't have no internal thoughts or no knowledge to share now. because y'all giving all y'all energy and y'all intentions to fight and to Graven Images, and that's why like you losing your soul, and you gonna get put to shame or death. It say wait a minute. It say people who do that will be put to shame. You see, I ain't say that. Isaiah 44 verse 8 and 11 said that shit. It say people who do that will be put to shame. Such craftsmen are only human beings. Let them all come together and take their stand. They will be brought down to terror. It say Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 8. It say of that value is a idol carved by a craftsman, or an idol that teaches lies. A whole lot of these idols that you think that's you like y'all Christ thinks is just y'all God, they teach lies. They teach truthful lies. That's why like it said like the devil like that, they gonna make the evil first semen. And first semen, that mean like he make the lies sound good because he makes some truth within it. That's why it sound good, because if it was totally lies, y'all wouldn't even be attracted to the shit. Y'all attracted to it because it got truth in it. That's it. It got the spirit of truth in it. But they twist it. They make the sweet bitter. And they make the bitter sweet, so you can reject the the good people and the good in the sweetness of like the Most High wisdom or the Most High word or the Most High children or like that. Then like with that or like that, that's when like y'all reject the truth and start following idol worshippers or people or like that that have your best interests, but they do it like in selfish and greedy ways. They do it like for themselves. Like they do it like to make it seem that they helping you or like that, but they really doing it for their actual greedy self. Or they low down like greedy needs, like dealing with wealth and stuff like that, but not like as a nation as it comes, because we're supposed to be news bearers, not prosperity pimps. Asked for this, asked for that, and want you to give them like something for free or like that when they can do stuff themselves and find it themselves. But most people don't reach out because it seems like even like like most people like support the bad. Like the people like that they think is good, but they ain't really. But they don't have no tangible proof of success of what they have or like that within their life. And y'all like would give them like $1,000 this or like that, this like give them all of what you got. But the ones that actually putting in that work and making stuff move and actually helping people like in their life, like that that have success stories and testimonials that that can vouch for it. Like y'all cast them to the side and y'all don't support them at all. But that's the that's the ways of the world or like that. They reject the true ones and start worshiping false idols, as in Matthew 24. It say, for his images are false, and there is wait a minute. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 14 through 15. Every man is stupid and without knowledge. Every gold man is put to shame by his idols. He said every man because that's the mortal man. That's the mortal man or like that. It's in his beast nature. That that can't think higher thoughts or like that. It's not not actually like helping people personally or one-on-one or like that. So that so they can get everything solved. You can't help people as a group. Because just look at it in the past. Everybody they help people try to help people as a whole. People sell them out. Just real talk. Wait a minute. Jeremiah. Yeah, it's and every goldsmith is put to shame by his idols, for his idols are false, and there is no breath in them. They are worthless, a work of delusion. At the time of their punishment, they shall perish. And one more time. Leviticus 19:4. Do not put your trust in an idol or make metal images of gods for yourself. And say God's kingdom, Ephesians 5 verse 5. For of this you can be sure, no immortal, impure, or greedy person. Such a person is an idolizer. You see, greedy. I always want to take. I always want to give without nobody else will like that. Giving and ensuring like the fruits of the labor themselves. So other people can see as well. They want to be like on the front light, or like they want to be the spotlight to everything. Like within like all of society and all of like the world or like that, based on what they experience, and they put their achievements Because the ones that put their success in their face, oh, sure, I did this, oh, I did that, or like that, I did this, they doing it for a greedy reason, and they selfish. They really ain't trying to help you, man. Just real talk. Say end times, 1 Timothy 1 verse 9. It say, now the Spirit especially say that in the later times, some would depart from their faith by devoting themselves to deceptive spirits and teachings of demons. It say 2 Timothy 3 verse 4. For the time is coming when people will not endure sound teaching. You see sound teaching like what I'm doing right now, you know, and they just but they won't endure. But they endure well like that. Just words posted well like that. Pictures, and memes. But at the same, but at the same time, and emojis and stuff like that. But at the same time, like with that's what it's like real. Talking the emotional powders rejected. Rejected. Based on like most people don't want sound teaching. That's what it's like. You talking 1-on-1 to them. As like so you can feel the vibration. So like it can actually like affect them, or like so it can actually affect them, or actually so they can feel like the truth from your words, or like each other, because like we lost that connection as far as like expression to each other. As man and woman and children, and that's the reason why we fall in number like that, because we push people. We push like our children off. We push like person off like that of talking. Of talking to them. To themselves, or even talking like to the to like other people like that actually want your best interest in, or like actually like emotionally. Feel them and relate to them, and that's how you raise up other people like that, and that's how you raise up yourself, because like other people like that is within your outer world, but it's actually like within your inner world as well. Like as you walking around the earth. It's like, for time has come when people are not insert sound teaching, but having itchy ears. Waiting for somebody to tweet, waiting for somebody to do this, waiting for somebody to do that like that without you doing yourself, without you studying yourself. They will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions. So make them feel good, make them feel this, make them feel that. But when it comes to the truth and valuable truth, like based on the law and based on like the actual truth that came from all of this, like we're dealing with the Moorish Science Temple of America and how to get it right, y'all reject that. And they say we'll turn away from listening to the truth and wander into other myths. Thinking there's going to be an Exodus 2 when we already got brought out of Egypt. This is the island, man, that we on. Almoricanos Estados. But anyway, man, life is good. I ain't even want to go this long. This like 22 minutes. God damn. God dang, man. I just wanted to do like a 10-minute video. But it's all good, man. I guess like this can be like my last video until another week or so, man, since it's been this long, because I want to make like 2 more. But it's all good. Much love. Leave y'all with this. Salvation, Allah, unity. The Divine Constitution and Bylaws. Act 1. The Grand Sheikh and the Chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is in the power to make laws and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The assistant Grand Sheikh is to assist the Grand Sheikh in all affairs if he lives accordingly to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7 in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest, because on Friday, first man was formed into flesh, and on Friday, the first man departed from flesh, because and ascended into his Father God Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims across the world, because Muslims is all of the religions in one, because all of them came from one source, man. It's just good and bad and everything. So why most people want you to hate Friday, want you to say, oh, shoot, like fuck this, well, like that. Because they deceive us, they liars, and because like the real week start on Sunday and it ends on Thursday. Then on Thursday evening to Friday to Saturday, then to Friday to Saturday is our true Sabbath. And it say like Act 3, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion, at all that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah or Elah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are part and partial of the government and must live the life accordingly. And I ain't talking about the United States corporate government. It's talking about the national government on this land. Almoricanos Estados, U.S.A. in Congress assemble. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple is to not cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws of the Constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are part and partial of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, color folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names was given to the slaves by the slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era in time now, and all men must now proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live in the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, whom inhabited the northwestern and southern south of Africa. Because Africa is over here. This is Africa, Northwest Africa. So when he say northwestern, he talking about over here. He talking about like Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and partial of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you are entitled to name faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. You must obey your husband and take care of your children, and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and mind pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from our holy prophet, Drew Ali, Noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of the Father God Allah. Noble Drew Ali, founder. But anyway. Alright, the Moorish American prayer. Now I'm finna get out. Alright, Moorish American prayer. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my God, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Ameen. Life is good. Be easy like always, man. And check out my tracks, man. For further inquiries of what I'm talking about, you can hit me up at righteousexpansiontrust@gmail.com. And check out my site, righteousexpansion.com. Should you like my products and what I have to offer. Alright, man. Much love. 13 love, 999-111. 333-444-555-777.